So when I talk to Miss Hijab Zahid, General Manager of Multan Sultans, so I want to know from you, since you are at such a prestigious position, that what kind of strategies and plans you have developed or mapped out for the coming season and for the coming season's matches for your Multan Sultans team in 2024.
I can't really tell you my strategy now, can I?
But it's okay, you can actually
Can't reveal that. But obviously...
something in generic which can, relate.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there were certain elements that have held Multan Sultans back, maybe in the past two seasons. So it's important to diagnose those.
Obviously, yes.
So it's important to diagnose those things. As far as the game is concerned, a lot of factors on the field and off the field may have held them back, and we just want to make sure that we don't repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Kind of get to a point where we have learned from those mistakes and do better. Yeah.
So you guys are gearing up yourself for the big day, right?
Well, obviously, everybody is.
All right. Yes, everyone is.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I talk about Multan Sultans again, obviously, how do they hunt and give chance to young freshers in developing them and polishing their skills and bringing them onto the platform where they are recognized and then representing Pakistan in the end?
So our plan basically is to develop a program under which we can identify these kind of players, these youngsters that come through different cycles. Maybe they're coming through the domestic, maybe they're coming directly from their universities or schools and anything like that. So we have a Multan Sultans Academy set up in Lodhra in South Punjab, and in that academy we have different camps with foreign coaches, with local coaches who are able to identify this kind of talent for us. In the past, we have had our assistant coach Mohammad Rizwan work in that academy. We have had Catherine work in that academy. So these are the people who are well aware of the dynamics that we have in that particular area. And in the future, we'd like to extend this, I'd say, series of academies to the whole Pakistan, inshallah. So we just don't want to keep it limited to a certain region. We kind of want to spread that and maybe, hunt for that talent that you talked about. But in the past, we've had really good experiences. We have had local players, like the biggest example that comes to my mind is Faisal Akram. He's now playing for Multan Sultans. He came through that academy. He came through that talent program that we did. And our plan is not just to have this for the men's team, but also for the women's team as well.
I want to know who is the most promising player of Multan Sultans.
Promising player? There's so many of them.
You can name even if there are 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, you can just name all of them.
I think in their own sense or in their own department, they're all very promising, because that's the reason they're here. It's the biggest stage, it's the biggest league that the country has, and the reason they're here is because they're exceptional.
Can you please name any 2 or any 3 of them?
I think if I fast bowling ki baat karun, to Abbas Afridi is somebody who really stands out. He has I'd say improved or maybe polished his skills a lot in the past couple of years. He ended up as an emerging bowler. He ended up as the highest wicket taker in the last season, which is a huge feat for a bowler. And agar baat ki jaye batting ke hawale se, to the name that comes to my mind, the name I'd say I'm most excited about this time is probably Iftimania. Somebody who can take the game away from you like this. Whether it's bowling or batting or fielding, he's always a very dynamic player. And obviously, to top it all, the captain that we have, his presence, his mind, his plans, his technical knowledge, and his tactics on and off the field are something that's really helpful for the team. So the reason why Multan Sultans have been so successful is because he plans everything and he executes everything like he plans it. And then he leaves the rest to his team, and he has, this bond and this kind of trust that he creates within the team and within the guys. That's really nice to see. So he's a very charismatic personality, and I've yet to see him on the field.
Keeps you connected.
I've yet to see him on the field, this closely. But every interaction that I've had with these players, and every opinion that I've heard of them, about their captain is something that they really admire him.
Giving a sense of confidence to every team.
Yeah,
that's
really gives you a sense that he is a leader in every sense of the way.
These are the qualities a captain should have.
Yeah.
I think then he can deliver something good and keep himself connected with the team.
Absolutely.
So when I talk about the match winner, what do you think? Who is the match winner?
you have a different match winner in every game. That's the beauty of a T20 format.
So this time, do you think, yes, you could do something, in bringing the trophy or something?
If I can do.
No. I'm asking that this time, while having conversations with the team during training sessions, do you talk to any of your cricket teammate that this time you could be the match winner, bringing trophy?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think a lot of coaches do that.
So who are those? No, I'm talking about who are those 2 to 3 cricketers?
All of them. You can't pick one. See, that's the thing about T20.
That's something very diplomatic. No, I want to know 2 to 3 cricketers.
No. That's the thing about T20 format. You cannot pick and choose and say, this position seems to be the strongest one and this player seems to be the strongest one. Only they can win us the game.
When you are teaching and there are 12 to 15 students in a class, you still have that idea and you can actually gauge around.
Yeah, but a
that
class
he could be the one who can bring the trophy back home.
A class or a thing is a year-round thing. This is a 30-day tournament in which you play maybe 15-20 games. So you have to back every single one of them to be the match winner, because you can't just rely on a couple of people and say, you all are supporting characters and these are the main characters.
No, obviously you can't say that. Obviously that's not ethical to demotivate one of them and then bringing some motivation and bringing them onto the first highlighting them.
Every single player is a match winner if they're on the field.
So now the crux is that now I should take it as that you are just saying that all of your cricketer and teammates are equal and it's uncertain that any one of them could bring trophy back home.
Absolutely.
Because all are just training hard and hard.
Every single one of them wants to bring the trophy. That's
the most there is a big strategy coming ahead.
Obviously, they want
there is
to
something cooking in Multan Sultans, right?
There's always something cooking in every franchise.
This time I think this could be big because you guys obviously have to beat the competitors. When we talk about the Lahore Qalandars, they have been winning the last 2 sessions consecutively. So now I think this time the trophy should go to Multan Sultans. I can just hope for the best. And yes, of course. So yes, Hijab, what are your likes and dislikes?
I like to sleep.
You like to sleep?
Yeah. I don't get to sleep much because of the work I have. And because like everybody that I speak to are in different, time zones around the world and everything. So you kind of have to be active throughout the time. But anytime that I get to myself, I just want to take naps and just want to sleep and refresh.
Throw yourself onto the bed and you won't sleep. Okay, I get it.
I mean, yeah, you can say that. I do like to read a lot and movies.
Netflix or Amazon?
All of it. I'm not picky.
So, what are you watching nowadays? Or the recent movie you watched?
I don't remember anything that I've watched recently.
Are you into thrill, action, or romantic genres? Or
I'm into everything. It's not. I don't pick. Movies by genres.
And you like watching alone or with a group of friends?
Depends on what kind of thing I'm watching.
All right. All right.
I mean, a lot of time I like to watch the the horror movies and stuff like that. But my family does not really appreciate that, so kind of have to watch it alone. So yeah, it depends on what I'm watching and if people are interested in that. I'm a huge comic books fan. So since childhood, so I follow comic books and comic book movies and shows a lot.
When I talk about your favorite cricketer internationally, obviously there would be someone. No, that's unfair. No? It is obviously. Look, why are you using the word obviously again?
If you want to talk about favorite cricketer ever, like Pakistan and international included, that would be difficult to pick. But for a very, very, very long time, one cricketer that I've really admired and I've really liked watching and I think was very. I felt was one of my favorites was Brendan McCallum from New Zealand.
I get it. Good. And when I talk about the Pakistani film industry, is there any actress or actor you like?
Pakistani film industry?
Yes. We have certain names.
There's a lot of names that are swirling around my mind, but I think the only one that stands out or, somebody who maybe I'd like to interact with some days, Fawad Khan.
And